Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Carlos with Twins Reef, and this is part 2 to the Sea Reefer 300G2 build. On the previous video, it was basically me assembling the stand and placing the tank on top of the stand. And if you guys would like to go watch that, you guys could go back to all my videos in my channel and watch that video. Now for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the plumbing, about the equipment that I'm going to use, and I don't know what else I'm going to ramble about. Anyhow, I didn't record a lot of me assembling the plumbing because it was basically pre-assembled, no glue necessary. And one reason I went with the Sea Reefer is because this is the new generation, the new version of their tanks, and I really like the fact that the plumbing was painted red. It looks really nice. It goes with their name, Red Sea. And not only that, but the valve that controls the flow coming from that primary is actually in the front. Once you open the the stand, and you are actually able to control the flow going to your water. Next, this tank was basically just sitting on my living room for about a week. Didn't touch it. Why? Because I was doing research, looking at all the equipment I was going to use, starting off with the heaters. So I purchased Aquatop and Phoenix, and I did research regarding those two heaters, and I ended up going with the Phoenix one because it is basically $40 cheaper. I bought it for around $64, where Aquatop had their heater for $100. Not only that, but the place I bought Phoenix, the store owner said they went with Phoenix for their heaters because they tend to focus more on their heaters, where Aquatop builds reactors and tanks and lights and things like that. I'm not saying Aquatop is a bad brand. It's actually a good brand because I had a tank of Aquatop before. Not only that, I actually do own another titanium heater from Aquatop, and it's a great product. Now next, what I had to do is basically fill the tank with water, make sure there's no leakage in the tank itself, make sure there is no leakage in the connections of the plumbing, which I found none. I did add some stress code from API to condition the water, remove any chlorine, chloride, any other heavy metals. One reason I added conditioner, even though the tank wasn't going to be set up, is because once I drained the water, if there was any water left, that water will be conditioned and will help me avoid any problems in the future, because it's really hard to have this tank dried again once it's already plumbed up and everything. All you could do, basically just get some towels, some napkins, whatever, a rag, and clean it that way. But at the same time, you want to be careful because you don't want to scratch a brand new tank. After the water went over that overflow, I did notice the tank started to make a lot of noise, and this was my first time owning a new tank, especially with the sump. So good thing about the valve, I was actually able to adjust the water levels. One reason that it was making a lot of noise because it was draining too fast, so you had to reduce the flow back on that intake, the primary, and that way the flow or the water level will increase, silencing that noise a little bit better. Next, guys, one reason this tank hasn't been set up as fast as I would like to, again, is because of all the equipment that I am going to be using. And one big problem that one big reason why I'm lagging on making a new video is because of power strips. I actually did go with the Walmart brand at first because the power strip is red. Not only that, it has 8 outlets, but once I started reading the box, it said that it's not recommended for humid areas and it's not recommended for aquariums. Pretty much all power strips say that, again, because it is electricity. But to avoid any future problems, I didn't go with the Walmart power strip, even though it would make the cabinet, whatever, under the hood of the tank look a little bit nicer. And again, I went with Phoenix. Just one thing I didn't like about the Phoenix heater, that where the little control is at, the power strip after that, it's not that long, and it's not gonna be working for me. Now for pumps, guys, I actually bought 3 pumps. They were all J-Bow pumps. I went with this red one at first, again because the color, I wanted to have the red theme, but it was just a little bit too strong. And not only that, it was pricier. So I want to make this build, you know, as affordable as I can, since I already paid a lot of money for the tanks brand new. And then another thing that, you know, took a while was finding Velcro. So I bought some from Home Depot, heavy duty, and then I bought one from Costco. And I bought the one from Costco first, then I was like, no, that's not gonna work. So I went to Home Depot and bought this heavy duty one that says, you know, it could hold up to 10 pounds. But after carefully reading the one from Costco, it says that it could, you know, hold more than 10 pounds, like 16. So I decided to go with the Costco brand one. Then I ordered my last pump, which again is J-Bell. So basically it's like a new version of their pumps, and that's the pump I'm gonna be using for my build. And I did get 2 of the mounting bracket LED lights. One, because, you know, you need lights underneath the hood, that way you'll be able to see things. Then for the power strip, I got a splash proof, waterproof power strip. So let's see how it goes with that. And then I got other things, you know, like zip ties and adhesive, I forgot what you call those things where you hold the cable management. And then I got some plastic clamps for the return pump line. I couldn't find them at Home Depot, so I had to order all this stuff here, not on Amazon. Not only that, but it was cheaper at Amazon. And it honestly took me about an hour or two to basically do everything as neat as I could. And in person, I really like it. It looks really nice. The tank is running. I added the skimmer. It's a used skimmer. And basically there's no cables next to the sump. Everything is mounted on the right panel of the cabinet stand. And I think it looks nice. I am still waiting on one more power strip, which has 6 outlets. This one only had 4, and they're both waterproof. The other outlet's gonna, of course, gonna be used for, or power strip's gonna be used for the lights and for reactors or whatever other equipment, like dosing equipment, that I'm going to get. I didn't go with you know, with switch outlets, you know, where each outlet's gonna have its individual switch, because again, I wanted to do, you know, the be waterproof and good for humidity areas. That's the only reason I decided to go with those. And I don't mind unplugging a cable when I need to. And then final step, I drained the water after 2 days of checking any leaks, found none. So next episode is actually going to be adding salt water, sand, and maybe some rocks, and we'll see what we do next. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time, I am out. Peace.